got to get that big fish. You know, we've had our big fish all week, just got to get that big one. We're on good slots.
Yeah, I know if I get that big fish, I'll be fishing on day 3. You know, we're on the right slot. So if we get them, if we get that big fish, I'll be fishing day 3.
Guys, thank you for following us all year long on this tour.
Here we go.
I ended good.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Addiction, the fact or condition of being addicted to a particular substance, thing, or activity. An addiction is not desirable. It is something that overtakes your life. What happens when an addiction cannot be stopped? An addiction is stronger than any one drug with only one cure. The cure is not rehab. It is not medication. It is not a counselor. The only cure for us is the water beneath our feet, the rod in our hands, the anticipation of that next big bite, and the camaraderie we all share. This is Fish Addictions TV.
Fish Addictions TV is brought to you by Eskimo Ice Fishing Gear and the rest of our fine sponsors.
I don't even know if you can see me, but we're backing in for the Lake of the Woods Championship here. And I've always kind of got on and talked about how I'm feeling, and it's going to be windy out there, which is kind of, I don't know, it's kind of fun, it's kind of exciting. Well, we caught a lot of big fish in practice, so I'm super excited. We're just going to dunk the boat in and go over the game plan and try to execute. That's what we're going to do, and that's all we can do. So here we go.
Championship right here. Championship morning. It's a little cool, a little under the weather, but I'm ready. I'm ready to do good. We're gonna go after some big ones. I'm here with Jeff, 30-incher right there. We're gonna get it.
All right, guys, day 1 going out. We got a little bit of a northwest wind here. Me and Clint are gonna go out. We're gonna go for that big fish first, at least give it a good 2, 3, 4 hour try. And then we'll see, we'll maybe go for those unders. Maybe we'll have them by then, knock on wood. So it should be an interesting day. Stay tuned. It's gonna be a fun weekend.
Day 1 in Lake of the Woods. My game plan was to go out the first 2 hours and catch a big fish. I'm gonna give myself 2 hours. Little update, it's 9 o'clock. Jeff and I, we've boated 2 walleyes so far. What was it, a 26 and a 25? 25 and a half. Tankers, they're big fish, but just not the right ones. So it's 9 o'clock here, we're gonna make another pass. And if I don't get any on this pass, I'm gonna go after my little fish. I'm just gonna stick to my plan, and then I'm gonna come back out to the mud and the rest of the day and try to get that over. And I wasn't gonna take myself out of this tournament. So I ran to where we were getting our slot fish, meaning 19 and a half and unders. And actually, you know, I did really good, got them right away.
Day 1, it's no secret at this point that I got nothing to lose. I'm just fishing what I know and fishing what we're confident in.
First fish of the day, 25 inches. Gotta go back.
The 3 of us had long discussions on how we thought needed to be fished. I think the 3 of us came up with basically the perfect plan.
Get him, 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 get him in there. Yeah!
Going out on day 1, I just knew you needed a big fish at least one of the first 2 days.
So going into day one of the National Walleye Tour Championship, it seemed like we were getting the big fish right away in the morning, and then it kind of died off. So I was gonna fish till 10 o'clock that first day. I did, and then I went to go chase my slots. Now when I talk slots, I mean 19.5-inch fish or under. So we were getting those on some shallow rocks, pulling bottom bouncers and spinners. It took me about 45 minutes to get my slots. That spot was loaded up with fish.
After that, I went back out to get my big fish. Proceeded to not get my big fish the rest of the day. But I went in, with a decent weight.
It's all about getting to that top 10 and your ability to play at that particular point in time, of which the prizes keep getting bigger as you get towards first. And of course, from the pro side, they're all here to shooting for that first place prize, which is a Ranger 620 FS boat partnered with a Evinrude G2 outboard, $71,000 in value, plus cash, contingencies, all of that. So there's a lot on the line for them. Robert, any overs in there?
No.
That's the magic thing we're going to ask all day long. 8.80 is going to be your day number one weight, but it looks like a solid 5 fish. Nice unders. Is that the plan, Drake?
Yeah, we went for the big one right away, and then we just didn't get it, so we went and got our unders quick. Took us about 45 minutes, and then we went back searching for a big one, and we just didn't get that bite. Hopefully tomorrow we'll get that one.
You put that together, those 5 fish there, 11.73 for all of unders. That gets you into 9th place. Those are very nice fish.
Almost 12 pounds on my slots, which I thought at least gave me the opportunity to maybe be in it on day 2 if I could get that big bite.
I will never in my life forget that drive in. 28-mile ride in, and I bawled the whole way back. It felt like I had accomplished something in my career. It felt like we had put a plan together.
Mr. Michael Olson, along with Quentin McCarthy from Minnesota Lake, as his co-angler. Looks like a nice basket of fish. You got 5 in there, Mike? I see a big, fat, white belly, and that generally means good things on the National Walleye Tour stage, and it does for you. 17.71 launches you into 2nd place on the biggest event of the season, man.
It validated everything very quick. Okay, we can do this. We still have 2 more days to put together. Hopefully we get that 3rd day. At that point, I was super confident in our plan, and it was all coming together at that point. 4 100s out of 1st place. Wow.
Things are going well, there's momentum there, and you can't complain. You just hope you can do it on day 2.
The all-new Eskimo pistol bit is the ultimate weapon to pair with your 1/2-inch high-torque cordless drill if you want to be mobile and destroy the ice in a hurry. At just under 4 pounds, nothing will slow you down, as this unit was engineered to cut fast, cut smooth, and maximize the battery life of your cordless drill. Best of all, it's lightweight, so it won't wear you out. If you've been considering a cordless drill auger bit, we challenge you to try the pistol and find something you don't like about it.
At Glacier, our goal is to build only the highest quality ice fishing shelters, constructed of premium materials that will provide lasting value and years of trouble-free service. See for yourself how our attention to detail and never-ending commitment to product improvement sets a Glacier Ice House apart from the competition and makes a Glacier Ice House the ultimate way to play. For more information, visit glacierIcehouse.com. Manitoba, Canada's heart beats.
We just got the boats in on day 2 of the Cabelas National Walleye Tour Championship event, and we're all sitting in pretty good. You know, we're all sitting right in there, and we just got to get out there and really just do what we've been doing all week, and hopefully we all get a big one.
Yeah.
Grind it out.
Yep. I mean, those big fish are there. Mike got his yesterday. Hopefully all 3 of us get ours today, and we'll see what really shakes down over the next few hours.
It's been a tough year, so this feels good.
On day 2, my game plan was pretty much the same. I was going to go out and maybe spend a little bit less time looking for that big fish and more time getting those unders. And my inexperience showed a little bit on this day because I went out, I fished for that big fish, probably a little bit longer than I should have. I went in, I got some unders. I maybe panicked a little bit, forgetting about what the 3 of us had talked about and really said, you know, knowing that if I had a good underbag, I would be there.
Coming up next, he left here in second place this morning from Thompson, North Dakota, weighed 1771. This is Mike Olson along with David Klamfoth from Lake City, Minnesota, who weighed 9.96. His weight today, you got me 5, Mike?
We got 5.
We got 5 in there. They're going to weigh 8.87 pounds. Get you into third place right now, man. You are inside the cunt and fishing on Friday, which is the objective. 26.58 for your 2-day total. So right now, man, you are playing.
My big bag from day 1 carried me in. I ended up in 7th place after day 2 and felt really, really fortunate. We didn't have a great day 2. We caught a lot of nice fish, but again, we didn't get that one over 28.
Coming in a little easy. John and I are back out in the mud. We started in the mud, then we went shallow, got our slot fish. Now we're back out in the mud because we need that big fish to move on to day 3. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. We gotta have it.
Pro Robert Cardenas, along with John Spiegel from Sherwood, Wisconsin. Good to see you here this morning and tonight, sir.
Yeah, we had a ton of fun out there. We're just basically 1 fish short here. I mean, we would have caught 1 big one. We would have had 17, 18 pounds today. So it's a struggle, but it's an amazing fishery out there.
5 fish for 11.24 is going to be your weight. 2-day total of 20.04 and 22.34. So doesn't look like we're fishing tomorrow, but a good tournament, good season, and we look forward to next year.
Yes, definitely. I'm excited about the layout of next year. And
all right, congratulations, guys. Good job. We'll see you down the road.
I was going to continue to do that same thing. I was going to go till 10 o'clock again, I figured, and if I didn't have my big fish, I'd go for my slots. Well, I told my co-angler at 9:30 we're going to be on this waypoint. We pulled over that waypoint at 9:32, and at 9:35 or whatever, we had a 30.5 incher. That's a huge boost of confidence. That gave me a ton of confidence in what we were doing, and I knew that we could go get those slots and really do some damage on day 2. So ran over, got our slots. That took us about 1 hour and 15 minutes, and then what we did is we just kind of hopped spots all the way back, checking areas or checking locations, because I knew coming into day 3, if I would make it, I was going to have all those fish there.
There we go. And you know what? We hesitated just a second for those scales to bounce up and down and give you 1789 Drake Hurd, third place right now on the National Walleye Tour. You are sitting there and you are playing on Friday.
After I got off the stage, I had 17 some odd pounds. I was super excited. I was in second place, I believe, but I knew there was a whole nother wave of boats coming. So I pulled my boat off the dock and sat out there in the river. Mike was sitting next to me, and we just waited. It's probably one of the most sickening feelings, nervous feelings that you could have while you're out there. You're watching your name bounce down, and then Mike's would bounce down, And you just hoped that you guys we had enough weight that we could stay in the top 10 to fish on day 3.
I'm getting the word from our tournament director, Anthony Wright, that we have officially weighed in all of the boats here on day number 2. Michael Olson, yes, you're playing on day number 2, 26.58. Drake Hurd, that big fish matters, 26.62, gets you into 4th place. Leading the pack coming into the final day, because the finest fish on Fridays, Robert Blosser, 34.82 pounds. Nice job, guys. That is your top 10 pros. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you weigh in 3 p.m. Friday.
Before the spot, before the hole, before the bait, it starts with a passion. And that passion starts at Runnings. The best gear and supplies from the most trusted brands. When you get the strike, will you be ready? Runnings, your home, farm, and outdoor store.
Hello. We're just putting our boats on. You know, we've had these, I guess I would call them personal conversations in the shop, and here I'm about to give you, I had a tough day today. Weighed 9 pounds, a little over 9 pounds, but I had a half-pound deduct for a dead fish, which I thought was going to kill me. And I'm sitting in 7th place.
Holy shit, it felt like this year was just not.
Yeah. Proof that grinding it out. You're a grinder, dude. That's what you do.
I'm sitting in 7th place. I'm fishing day 3, baby. Day 3 of the championship is a big deal. You got to be top 10, and we're gonna go tomorrow and give it everything we got, put as many fish in the boat as we can. But this is where I really want to thank my wife, my kids, my support group. It's been a tough year. It's been one of those years where, especially your first year, where you're like, okay, am I cut out to compete with these guys? Is this something I can do? I know I can catch fish, but is this something that I can do? Yes! Yes!
Third day, we were super excited. I mean, you can't be any more happy unless Robert would have made it. There's not much else you can do. We battled so hard to get to that third day. Obviously, I was super nervous. I was super excited. It's my first top 10, Mike's first top 10, and we were just hoping that we could hold it together to maybe win this thing. I'm sitting in 4th, he's sitting in 7th. We're hoping to cap this thing off with a big weight.
Whack a couple big ones this morning. That's the plan. So we'll see where it goes. We're gonna go out and give her hell.
Drake and Mike have made the third day, which is pretty cool. They're out here fishing in the mud. We can see Mike here, and I can see Drake in the distance. Day 3 with the championship, I got to basically go out in the camera boat. I felt like I was almost fishing this tournament because we were out by Drake and Mike. There's kind of a current that goes around these reefs. They're fishing in about 31 to 33 feet with lead core. This is Drake and Mike. This is our program. They're using darker color lures. I'm not sure which ones they have on. You kind of go through your baits to see which one's gonna work throughout the day. Trolling here, the wind's kind of from the, looks like a little bit from the east, and probably one of the nicest days we've had so far. So we'll see what goes on.
Oh, look at that.
It's gonna be a good under.
Real decent under. I'm gonna fish till 10 o'clock, and if I don't have a big fish at 10 o'clock, I'm gonna go for my slots again. I ended up waiting until about 10:30, quarter to 11, and I still hadn't had that big fish.
That could be it.
Runnings, your home, farm, and outdoor store with over 40 locations.
Fishing. Make your own luck.
Good job, buddy.
I don't think it's long enough. I don't think so, boys. We had one on at about 9:30, 9:45 on that waypoint. That was 27 and 7/8. I couldn't get it to stretch, so we let that one go. But then we went to go get our slots. We had actually caught 2 slots while we were fishing there, which I hadn't done all week, so that was nice. And then we grounded out on the slot spot for an hour or so. I knew we still had a chance though, because there was a small bite window in the afternoon where those big fish would fire right before we would weigh in and right before we had to be in.
You're still staying down hard.
Yeah. The game plan was simple, and we had to go out. We had to fish for our big fish. If we didn't have our big fish by a certain time, we needed to go in and get our unders.
Mike just reeled in a giant. They just congratulated each other, so we know it's over 28 inches. It's in the live well. I have a feeling he's gonna keep going here and possibly try to upgrade. If he doesn't, he's gonna head over to the under spot and just try to get all 19s.
I quickly put it on there, I'm like, oh, and it went over 28. And I remember looking at my co-angler and being like, oh my, we did it.
Not gonna be big enough. A little bit of an update, 2:30. We did not get our big fish so far. We have about 4 minutes. And yeah, we'll see. We got some okay slots, but we heard of a couple big fish getting caught, so we'll see what shakes down.
Watched Mike catch a big fish and box it, and you know, I was super pumped for him because I'm like, you know, he could actually win this tournament.
Coming up next, it's his rookie season on the National Walleye Tour. Calls Thompson, North Dakota Homes. You've seen him on Fish Addictions television. Monster bag day number 1 was 1771, 887 yesterday. You're going to need 949, Mike Olson, to take over first place. Let's lift it up and set it in. You got a full limit?
Yes, we do.
You got a big one?
Let's see.
All right. 16-13, Mike Olson, you're leading the National Walleye Tour Championship.
Chip says you're sitting in first place, and I was like, whoa.
You and Aaron Johnson take a commanding lead on day number 3.
This is reality all of a sudden, and I kind of knew there was some bigger fish behind me, but for 10 minutes, I was leading the National Walleye Tour. That was pretty cool.
Our next angler, Drake Hurd, is our pro. Let's give him a big round of applause. He's looking for 1621 to knock Max off his spot. Shaken down at 9.73 pounds. 2-day total 3-day total 39.35 and 40.62 for you, Dylan. Both you guys move into third place respectively. Give them a big round of applause for that. Nice job. Robert, you're gonna need 11.14 pounds to be crowned champion. Let's lift it up and set it in here. Let's find out what our weight is. Your weight, 10.24 pounds. Max Wilson takes home the National Walleye Tour champion.
You start a season and you have expectations, and none of mine have been met this year. You start questioning yourself as maybe an angler and as a fisherman, and top 10 was the goal. We finished 4th, and I really has no words. It's just so awesome coming out here and competing against these guys.
6th place, the National Walleye Tour Championship. I cannot complain at all.
You know, there's so many people that put so much effort into this, whether it's the guys we fish with or our families or our friends.
I hope you guys love this show because we put so much time and effort into it to hopefully bring you guys something that you've never seen before so that you know what it's like to be on the road with these guys. They're like a second family to me. We just hope we can continue and hopefully do some damage again the next couple years as a team, and hopefully grow and hopefully win a buttload of money. So stay tuned from our Fish Addictions TV.